All right, well, let's start off with you please defining for us, what is a metaphysical intuitive coach? What do they do? How can they help us? What do we need to know?
I got into this work. I was very 3D. I was a high-end luxury real estate agent for many years. And I say I was killing it, but it was killing my soul. So my soul, my inner child, my higher self, whatever you want to call it, decided to blow that up. And it was necessary to get me onto the path to come to do the work that I came to do. So as a metaphysical intuitive coach, I not only speak to the client's higher self, I can speak to the divine intelligence of their body. Their inner child is paramount, because what I discovered doing this work, even though I could understand the subconscious or the communication with the superconscious, it's still very abstract for our humans to understand. So I asked, please show me a more graceful and easier way, a more user-friendly way. And that's when the inner child came in. So the inner child is kind of like the gateway. I call her the bouncer at the club. Like, you want access to the divine, you have to go through them first. Those inner children carry all of the subconscious programming, any ego wounds, any limiting beliefs, corrupted codes, programs, patterns, whatever. And in order to have more access to your divinity, to your intuition, your gifts, your higher awareness, knowing, or wisdom, you have to meet their needs first. That's what people call spiritual bypassing. Oh, I just want to be in the light. It's like, no, you have to go through the healing process first. And so through my own healing process in doing this work, I had to go a hard route so I could teach an easier route. And Source literally said, you needed to know what disgrace was so you could know grace. And my name is Grace. Rosanne Grace was my given name. So I didn't add that on, because I know a lot of people that do. And people ask me, like, did you add that? I'm like, no, that's on my birth certificate. I was born with that. And I did understand the power, the metaphoric as well as literal inclination of what that was going to be in my life, obviously many years ago. And I've been doing this work for about 10 years now. My own awakening was very destructive, we'll say. And so going through that suffering and that humbling and that surrender was absolutely necessary. And because my ego was so attached and so invested in its identity in that third dimensional construct, it needed to basically implode itself in my world or my reality in order to see beyond those limitations, to be able to have compassion and empathy, but above all else, to have gone through that experience so I could be relatable and understand when other versions of me show up as my clients. I know exactly where to go because I listen to their highest aspects or their soul or their inner child. And I'm basically just channeling what they're coming to me to receive.